Yo, what's good everybody? Today I want to show you guys some cool tech that Ken has with his Tatsumaki called Tatsu loops. So Tatsumaki loops are basically where you do Tatsumaki, down to Tatsumaki, into another down to Tatsumaki, into another down to Tatsumaki, into another down to Tatsumaki. Basically you can keep recycling it until it's not true anymore, and by the time that it's not true, they'll end up in a tech chase situation where you can follow up on their tech and punish them accordingly. Alright, so as everybody knows, I'm not going to use the input versions here to make it easier, but as everybody knows, Tatsumaki has two versions. We have the heavy Tatsu, which goes all the way over there, and then we have light version of Tatsu, which is pretty quick and simple, right? Now, in order to pull off stuff with the heavy version, I'm going to show you guys the heavy version first and then the light version. The heavy version is not as complex as the light version. So low percents, what you want to do with heavy Tatsumaki is you're going to end up in a situation where either your opponent can choose to be aggressive, they probably won't do this, or they're going to be defensive and hold shield, right? So Ken can add shield pressure at 0%, really low percents, and hopefully try to mix things up and get some really good strings off of it. So this is what the shield pressure looks like. At just about 65%, the only option your opponent can do is shield. So if you go in, down tilt, into an immediate heavy down tilt into roundhouse kick, you can get that as a confirm. So what you want to do, you want to make sure that if your opponent's not shielding, you can go ahead and slip that in, and it's pretty safe on shield in case they do shield, so you won't be able to get punished for it. So it's a really good tech to go for. One cool thing about Tatsu is that when you land Tatsu on the ground, it basically has no lag. Like, you can immediately act out of it, right? So what I like to do with Ken is I usually like to recover by, shoryukening to the ledge or whatever, right? But whenever I see my opponent too close to the ledge, like where Snake is right now, I like to surprise them like this, and now I'm in frame advantage. Once I hit them with that Tatsu, the rising Tatsu, I have the frame advantage and I can do whatever I want to them. I can even go into another Tatsu and lead up into stuff like this. So it's really cool to throw your opponent off with Tatsumaki, man. This thing has a lot of tricks in it. Another cool trick with it is that if your opponent's trying to do an up B out of shield tech, you need to be like nair, the Tatsu on their shield to either clank with it or to get away. You can either Tatsu away from them to make sure that you don't get hit with it, and it was something like some nair, let's say some up B out of shield move that was like pretty laggy, you can just go ahead Tatsu and then get away from them and then go punish them. So think about how you use this move wisely, man. It's pretty creative. It gives you a lot of room to come up with your own stuff. So in order to do light Tatsu loops, what you have to do is down tilt Tatsumaki, down tilt into Tatsumaki, and your opponent cannot buffer shield to do anything during this. So here I am holding shield with my foot once again. I'm going to down to Tatsumaki and hold shield for Snake as soon as I do the Tatsumaki, and watch me be able to connect another down to Tatsumaki into a tech chase situation. So in order to do this tech easily, as soon as you get the first down tilt Tatsumaki, just mash down tilt as fast as you can, because this is frame tight. It's going to take practice. It's not too hard to pull off, but it's so useful to get some extra crazy percent on your opponents that they're not going to expect, because most people just don't expect to look out for a tech after Tatsumaki, and now you're 83% from 18. So all from a guaranteed combo at early percent, and if they miss their tech, you can get a free 83%. So not just exactly 83, but a lot of percent basically, guys. And it's a true combo. The combo counter doesn't count it as true, which is pretty dumb, but trust me guys, it works all the time for me. Like, I get so much percent off for this. Now the amount of loops you can get from down to Tatsu loops, like this one only got 2 Tatsumaki loops, right? You can get a bigger amount with certain characters. I can get up to like 3 or 4 sometimes. The first one probably might not be true, but after the second one, everything else is true. But guys, if you learn the percentages, or you at least get them registered in your head by playing this character, it's not that hard to pull off. Just do it around like low percents, around like 15%, and you're pretty much good. One last thing I'd like to add on is that make sure you know when to go between light and heavy Tatsu, bro, because you want to go for light Tatsu once you added more percent, but if you don't have any percent on them, then go for heavy Tatsu and then try to pressure the shield after that. So guys, good luck with this tech. It's so fun to pull off against other people. I hope you guys enjoyed it.